The culture of the 1950s involves changes in clothing, music, hairstyles, etc. After World War II, American society, especially teenagers, changed their lifestyle and turned into what we would call beatniks. Beatniks were young people in the 1950s and early 60s, belonging to a subculture associated with the rejection of conventional society. The book Catcher in the Rye was an example of a beatnik generation style, and Marlon Brando or James Dean in the movie Rebel Without a Cause awakened the interest of all these teenagers and empowered the movement during that time. Rock and roll was also invented during those times, starting out as a disciplined style with people wearing suits while watching their favorite artists. It was known as black people's music by artists such as Chuck Berry or Fats Domino. Elvis Presley soon after tore down the wall and made rock and roll multiracial. For the first time, colored people and white people had fun together, and no one cared about segregation while listening to rock and roll. In addition, children didn't listen to their parents' music, which was something new for that time. The invention of rock and roll also reflected in the fashion of people in the 50s. As rock and roll evolved, people started wearing more informal clothes to their concerts, as well as in daily lives, such as shorter skirts or half-button shirts. The outfits boys wore pictured what we would know as beatniks, and even though women were still considered inferior to men, they also started expressing themselves through their clothes more and more. Female icons women looked up to when it came to fashion were Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, Grace Kelly, and Brigitte Bardot. The society of the time also expected the inferior women to stay at home and take care of the house and the children while men were still working. However, they started forming their own opinion and realized their worth, which resulted in a feminist movement in the 1960s. Looking back, most things regarding the 50s were positive. Overall, people were getting happier and happier, which eventually resulted in the baby boom and birth rates increasing. However, not everything in the 50s was all happy and good. The majority of people, especially white people, moved from the cities to the suburbs. This led to the lack of service in the inner cities, also known as the white flight.